Hello, this presentation is on renal physiology. And so the first most important is the labels of the nephron. And all of the nephron is labeled in this slide. The efferent arteriole is labeled. And the efferent is labeled. The efferent arteriole is labeled. The glomerulus is labeled. The glomerule, Bowman's capsule is labeled. The renal tubular is labeled. The proximal convoluted tubular, distal convoluted tubular, and the collecting tubular. The peritubular capillaries are right here. And then finally the ascending limb and descending limb of loop of the Henle. Those are right here. And so this is very important in the glomerular filtration, the first step in urine formation. So the urine will come through the efferent arteriole, travel through during the process of the filtration, goes through right here, and then the urine comes out the efferent arteriole. And during the filtration, blood pressure forces fluid from the capillaries of the glomerulus into the Bowman's capsule, into the lumen of the renal tubular. And so the podocytes function as a filter, and it filters small solutes. And so during this process, it's non-selective with regard to the small molecules. Any substance small enough to force through the capillaries will go through at this point. So it's non-selective, so the process is not all the way through. And so the filtration contains a mixture of the solutes such as salt, glucose, vitamins, and nitrogenous waste. And so during the process of filtration, a lot of small molecules are still in the urine. And so during the secretion, the substance is getting collected of the kidneys after the reabsorption of the urine. So as filtered urine travels through the renal tube, it is secreted substance, like I mentioned, the small molecules of the hydrogen, creatine, ions, and other waste products. So the small molecules of the plasma solutes from the plasma, and it is filtered within the tubular. And so the secretion is once those molecules are secreted, it is transferred to the filtered substance from the peritubular capillaries to the renal tubular lumen. So it's an active transport and a passive diffusion, and the urine excreted is after the secretion. However, it still needs to be reabsorbed, so those molecules that are left over that are important to the human body are reabsorbed. And so in this diagram, the proximal convoluted tubular, it will reabsorb those the secretion of the several substance. And so in the proximal convoluted tubular, the reabsorption of the nutrients is done in the tubular, the proximal convoluted tubular, and And then after it's reabsorbed, urine is excreted, and that is the main waste matter. So the filtrated urine, and after it's been all the minerals, after it's been filtrated, the minerals get reabsorbed, and then the rest gets excreted. Okay, and that explains about urine, filtration, reabsorption, secretion, and excretion. Thank you.